It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer and Aldi are at it again. I think they must have a spreadsheet of when copyrights start to run out. Unfortunately for the owners and makers of Space Raiders, it's your turn. Your long-term contract, your copyright of your wonderful Space Raiders, I'm a big fan of the beef, I'm a big fan of the pickled onion, has sadly started to run out. And as soon as that starts to run out, companies like Aldi, poof, they are on you. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I think it's a great thing. I'm not sure if it's a good thing. I'm not sure if it's just a case of it's a cheaper style supermarket ripping people off. Because let's be fair, Space Raiders are not really expensive to begin with, are they? When I was growing up, they were the 5p Space Raiders. Then they become the 10p Space Raiders. You know, the little bags you used to buy. When you used to get, you might have found 5 pence or 10 pence on the floor. You pop round the shop, you got a bag of Space Raiders. Aldi, unashamedly have come out with their own, what are they called? Rocket Racers. Pickled onion flavour, beef flavour, rocket, space, yeah, same thing. Red beef colour on the Space Raiders, yeah, snap, they got that covered too. Pickled onion coloured on the pickled onion flavour, yeah. I'm afraid, I don't know who it is it Golden Wonder? Who owns Space Raiders? I'm afraid for the company that makes Space Raiders, there's not an awful lot you can do, because Aldi have probably done all of their research as to not get themselves. Aldi will go close to the precipice of not being sued. I'm drinking a beer today from Salt Brewing Company. I picked it up in Morrison's. This is their Drip Double Dry Hopped IPA. And I thought it'd be a perfect match for these crisps. So let's get going. The beer is good. I'm going to start off with the beef. So they're £1. £1 for 6 bags. Blimey neck. There's not many in here. 13 grams. I mean, are they trying to look like rockets? Are they trying to look like rockets, or are they trying to look like Monster Munch? That looks nothing like a rocket. That's a blooming Monster Munch. Oh, my goodness me. I would say the consistency is not quite there in terms of a Space Raider. The Space Raider has that more kind of like crumbly, mazy texture to the crisp. But that beef flavour is exactly the same. The thing is, Space Raiders have been around for such a long time now. Actually, I'm not even sure if Space Raiders make a little small bag of crisps like this anymore. They go in your lunchbox. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. It's the case that Aldi have gone, do you know what, we'll go as close as we can to copying Space Raiders, but we'll put them in tiny little bags. And that'll be the differentiator. That will be the, you can't sue us because they're in a tiny bag. And your Space Raiders are generally in a 100-gram bag these days. They taste the same. It's just the consistency slightly different. I might as well finish these up. And then we'll get on to the pickled onion. I once did a video actually out here many years ago of all of the different flavours of Space Raiders and a can of Carlin Premier, and I made a video of like 80s and 90s iconic beers and snacks to put together. So if you're interested in that, give it a whirl. Pickled onion. Again, looks nothing like a spaceship. Looks like a monster munch. Yeah. And most definitely pickled onion. Sharp. Make you close your eyes a little bit when you're eating them. That sharp pickled onion, which we're all used to. The consistency, it almost feels a little bit more dense. The crisp. So they're made with maize and rapeseed oil and rice flour and potato flakes. Maybe it's the potato flakes. Right. They're quite sharp. They have that citric acid, onion extract. They have that typical pickled onion. I could only eat one bag of these. I could eat, comment in the comments box, I could smash down 6 bags of the beef easily. My wife could eat 6 bags of the pickled onion. We're just a different breed of people. Where are you on the fence? Are you pickled onion or beef? I'm beef. So I'm gonna pick my beer up now. What's my thoughts then on what Aldi are doing? I think they've ripped off Brewdog. They've then had a bit of friendly banter on Twitter with Brewdog and come up with their own beer. They've ripped off Twixes and Mars bars and Snickers bars. Everything that Aldi could possibly rip off and get away with, they generally do. And it's all to do with British mindset, British culture. I grew up eating Space Raiders and I'm 45 years of age. It was a definite 80s thing. And all of those 80s children are now in their 40s. And they're walking through Aldi, doing a bit of shopping, and they're seeing these products and they're like, I'm going to buy this. Maybe I'll buy this for a bit of a laugh. Let's see if it's even close to the real thing. I don't think the pickled onion were very close, so I'm going to rate the pickled onion. The pickled onion had all that pickled onion flavour, so 7 out of 10. But I just feel the consistency of the chip was a bit too dense. It wasn't fluffy enough. Same can probably be said with the beef, but the beef did seem a little bit lighter in terms of density of eating that crisp. It had that same beef flavour as the Space Raider though. But I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. The beer, you can check out the beer on YouTube. That should be up by now, the Salt Drip New England IPA. It's a pretty good beer. You can pick it up in Morrison's, £4 a can. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.